Hey everyone, welcome once again to Pathways of Hope. My name is Jake Tan and I'll be giving today's meditation on the Gospel of Mark. That's our Gospel for this second Sunday of Lent, and it's his account of the transfiguration of Jesus. So this is chapter 9 verses 2 onwards. And it's quite interesting how this shows up during the season of Lent. So let's take a quick look at it. So if you look at the first verse, it says, after 6 days. Makes you think, what happened 6 days ago? And in the gospel, if you back read a little bit, this is when Jesus tells his disciples the first time, it's the first prediction that he will die, that he will be handed over to the leaders of the Jews and they will kill him. And this is quite important because the transfiguration, if you think about the word, it really means to be transformed. What happens when he's transfigured? His clothes become dazzling white. Basically, it's described how no bleach could actually mimic it. So that means it's really, really white. It's very, very pure. And it shows Jesus in a different state, still the same person, but suddenly glorified in a way. It's a glimpse, or it shows how Jesus is to be appearing when he rises from the dead after he dies. And that's what many Bible scholars, that's what how many have read this passage. And it's quite powerful how this is related to our season, because we know that we're really commemorating how Jesus suffers, dies, and rises from the dead. And we experience that. So the transfiguration is showing us a glimpse of that. He shows the apostles, mainly Peter, James, and John, a glimpse of that. And to kind of like push the thought even further, we have two Old Testament figures show up. That's Elijah and Moses. These are people who are long gone, supposedly dead. And here they are, once again with Jesus. It's quite amazing from the very beginning how Peter, in particular, is able to recognize them. I don't know if Jesus points them out, but he says, let's pitch a tent for the three of you, Elijah, Moses, yourself. And, basically they don't know what to say, that it says there in the gospel. It's quite powerful, just the idea that, wow, these two guys who are really like leaders of the Jewish people they believe in, they suddenly show up. They recognize them. Maybe that's grace from God. And suddenly Jesus is in very, very white, pure clothing. It's really just a moment of pure glory, basking in something tremendously magnificent happening. If you just imagine it, that kind of experience. And here's the best part. The transfiguration is not just a foreshadowing of how Jesus appears when he dies and rises again from the dead, but he's paving the way for all of us to experience something like that. That's just what it entails, because for we who believe, that's where we're headed, into that saving work that Jesus is doing. Because of what he does on the cross and because of the resurrection, we are redeemed. And that's something we share in with him. And I think it's really important, just that reminder that God speaks on the mountain. He just says, this is my beloved son. Listen to him. And it gives again that father-son dynamic that Jesus, through his resurrection, we become heirs. And we can share in that father, son, daughter dynamic with him. We inherit this gift that Jesus is offering us, the saving work, to be transformed ourselves. So this Lenten season, as we reflect on the gospel, more than just being in awe or basking in this mysterious passage. Again, it's quite short, but it shows like such a tremendous event during the ministry of Jesus. More than just basking in that, let's consider how this is something being offered to each and every one of us also. As long as we recall and keep to heart that what the words that God says, this is my beloved son. Listen to him. So let's listen to him more and more throughout the season of Lent and encounter him even deeper and deeper. Amen. So that's just a quick reflection on today's gospel. If you enjoyed this reflection, please follow the page, share this reflection, and let's continue to have a very good Lenten season together. God bless you.